This video, we're going to talk about how to figure out what time an infusion is going to be complete. As you're planning out your day on the floor with multiple patients, you're going to need to factor in what time each IV is going to end into your schedule to figure out what flow you want to have for your day. So this is a very valuable tool. It's really nice. Modern pumps, a lot of them will tell you how much time left. So when you're in doing your morning report and rounds, usually you can just hit that volume to be infused and it will tell you how much time left. And if you write that down, it makes it easier. But sometimes you're peeking in the door, you're looking at the bag going, oh, well, there's about 300 milliliters left. So in your head, this is how you're going to do the calculation, or on paper. Paper is probably preferable. Let's go back to the question. It is 07:30 and your bag has 300 milliliters left. It is running at 80 milliliters per hour. What time will the infusion be complete? So, very first step of solving this problem is, what do they want? What time will the infusion be complete? So you know that time is in your answer. What time? Okay, so now we got to go back to what we know. We know we started at 07:30. We know that there's 300 milliliters in the bag. And we know that every hour another 80 milliliters is going to be emptied out. So 300 milliliters and 80 milliliters per hour. I know it's weird when you see the hour go from the bottom to the top, but when you look at it here, it's milliliters over hours. But since we put it on the bottom of the division line, then we're going to put the milliliter here, and we're going to put the hour on top because it needs to go to the other side of that division line. So yeah, I know, it doesn't seem like it makes a lot of sense, but this is the way that you make sure you keep your tags on the right side, the correct side of your division line. All right, so we've got 300 milliliters divided by hours on top. Well, it would be times hours. And then you have 80 milliliters on bottom. We're going to cross out milliliters, and we're only left with one tag, which is hours. So at this point, we're going to do the math. So 300 divided by 80, which gives us 3.75 hours. Okay, so is that what we're looking for here? No. Hours does not equal time. This is where our start time comes in. So we have our start time is 07:30. So we can just write 07:30. And then we have 3 hours to add to that. So we can add a 3 there because that's the hour line. So we have 10:30. At this point, we do not want to write 07:30 and then 375, 5, 10, 11. That is not the correct answer. It's a decimal. 0.75 of an hour does not equal 0.75. We have to do another calculation. So if we put 0.75 of an hour, we need to get rid of the hour and we need minutes, right? So we're going to put a line and we're going to put 1 hour down here. And how many minutes are in an hour? 60 minutes. So we're going to cancel out the hours. And now we're left with 0.75 times 60. Pull over our calculator. 0.75 times 60 is 45 minutes. So right here, sorry, I've got a messy screen now. So 10:30 is where we are with the hours, and now we're going to add 45 minutes to that. So part of our problem is we know that we can't just do 1075. Again, not correct. So So we know that 30 minutes will get us to 11. So we're going to go 11. So 45 minus 30 leaves us 15 more minutes. So 11:15 is our time. Whew! That was a lot, wasn't it? Now some of this you might be able to do in your head. But for me, even though I can do a lot of this in my head, I'm going to write it on paper so that I can go back to the beginning again and look through it. Okay, it is 7:30. So my start is 7:30. My IV bag has 300 milliliters in it. 300 milliliters. It is running at 80 milliliters per hour. 80 milliliters per hour. When I did the math, I had 300 divided by 80 equals 3.75. So here's my 3.75. And we're at hours, which is not the same as the time. So we need to convert this to figure out what time will it be 3.75 hours later. So our start time is at 7:30, and we added that 3 hours right here to get to 10:30. And then we figured out 0.75 of an hour here. 0.75 of an hour times 60 minutes equals 45 minutes. So we have our 45 minutes down here. Now we were at 10:30 plus 45 minutes. And this part you may be able to do just in your head. But if you can't, we need 30 minutes to get to 11 o'clock. So we're going to take 30 minutes out of the 45 and we're left with 15, which we then put here. 11 o'clock plus 15 minutes is 11:15. So in this question, what time it will be complete is 11:15. Thank you for watching. Remember to click like and subscribe. And remember, you've got this.